Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another American Reacts. This has been long overdue. How many times do I say that? But I mean it with this one. This is the long road of the Nullarbor, 14 hours into madness. And this is from Danny Black. So make sure to check this out. It will be linked in the description down below. And I don't know everything about the Nullarbor other than I believe it's extremely lengthy stretch of road in Australia. I think it's in maybe West Australia or Northern Territory. I can't remember. So let's find out.
It's 7 in the morning, and we're driving 14 hours across the Nullarbor.
Wow.
Nullarbor, some people call it. Let's just document our
Nullarbor.
descent into madness. Well, we're waking up in Sedona. There is absolutely nobody else here.
Wow. Kind of odd, isn't it?
This is what our drive looks like today.
Okay, so there we have the map. I was kind of right. It starts in Western Australia, way south though, and then goes into South Australia. And what's funny is this gives you a great scope of how big the land down under is. I mean, look at it on his screen here. And this looks relatively small. This point to this point, right? It doesn't look that big compared to the size of the whole country. But just that point to that point is 14 hours.
The plan originally was to drive 5 hours, and then the next day we had a 9-hour drive to Esperance. It'd be better to get more of that drive out of the way so we can have more time in Esperance.
So that region's pretty flat, and it just looks, yeah, not a lot of trees either, just a few scattered. Wow. And all you can see is just that road. Look at that. It's just like a vein going right through. And there's really not much else. This region looks super remote here.
There's these things called road trains, and they're huge semi-trucks on the road. Look at this.
Oh, they saw a road train. That's, I think, the first video I ever did from Australia in my reaction way back. Nullarbor Plain, eastern end of treeless plain. That is the truest definition of a plain. It is flat and almost like no vegetation at all. No trees, no humps or bumps or hills or mountains. Just like, I didn't even see water. It just like is nothing. And it's kind of interesting because, well, I mean, it's why it's a thing, right? I mean, it's kind of odd, but it's also scary, right? I mean, it's super desolate. I would get that eerie feeling like sometimes you get when you're driving in, what feels like the middle of nowhere. This feels like the middle of nowhere. I wonder how cell reception is. I doubt it's good at all, if at all present. Probably don't have cell reception there because, falling asleep while driving is a real thing. Like, that is scary, right? And I feel like that's so, I hate to use the word boring, but I mean, it's a plane. Like, it's so boring looking that, yeah, you could lose track of time real quick, and it could affect you. It would also be hard not to
weird.
just,
everybody that passes by waves.
Gun it, right? See what your car can do. It's so plain. But, I mean, you're seeing some traffic, so maybe you wouldn't do that. I don't know. There's trees there. See, that's better.
4 hours.
And then there's a plane. That's freaky, man.
We need to get gas here. We need to get petrol because it's going to be a while before we see another petroleum station.
I have a feeling these people
really
are not from Australia.
I guess they can charge whatever they want.
Maybe American, I'm not sure.
How are you?
So you've got the view of the cliffs.
So this is called Head of Bite, although it does say this way.
Ooh, okay. Now, after some plains, this would be a sight for sore eyes. Look at that beautiful water and cliff sides. This is a good rest stop, right? Oh, that's beautiful. Who knew that was lurking on the edge, right? Oh my God, what do we got over there? That's cool. Wow. I can't tell what that... Someone tell me what that was. I can't tell what kind of sea creature that was.
Yeah, we're all right. 4 hours so far.
Dang, that is like freakishly flat, man. That is about as flat, or even maybe more flat than Illinois. Illinois is pretty famous for being very flat, except literally one region, like the super southern part of Illinois and the northwestern part of Illinois near Galena is actually beautiful. It's not flat at all. But most of it's like this, except there's trees. There's like more trees, and if there's not trees, there's farm fields. It just looks different. Freaky.
According to the GPS, there's a coast very close. I could hear the waves, but there's nowhere to like walk or drive. So, might just have to fly.
Oh, look at that. Is that the highway right there? It is. Look at how close it is to the edge. It's kind of interesting. You have some dirt roads there that lead right to the edge. Nice drone shots on this video. Look at that. Oh my God. Okay, how wild is that? I've never seen Earth like that. I mean, look at this. You have the ocean, and then you have literally a continent. Like you have Australia, right? A huge landmass that is an island, but it's huge. And it's just so weird how it doesn't even look real, how it's like water and then a cliff and then just flat land, like totally flat. How does that work? I know that's just part of a gigantic coastline. I know it's not all like this, duh. But it's really weird to see, water and then a cliffside and then just flat land. Like the land is just sitting on the water, like it was placed there. Like, how is it that flat? How is there no, especially near a shoreline like that, how is there no variation, right? It's just bizarre. It's bizarre looking. You don't usually see coasts like that flat, in my experience. I mean, I don't know. It's interesting. Look at that. It's like a chunk of land just sitting on the water. That's what it looks like. It's like a interesting illusion.
This is amazing.
Oh my God, look at that.
It's only been 6 hours on the
You can get in the freaking pouch. Very cool seeing a kangaroo with none other than a jar of Vegemite on the side of the road. Love it.
Yay, we made it to Western Australia.
Kangaroos, emus, and camels.
Camels.
Oh, are they going that way? Oh, see, there you go. That was some good scenery. A little elevation change. I thought they were going Western Australia to South Australia, but maybe they're doing the opposite.
One. No madness yet. Madness? It looks like a mirage when you look across. Looks like there's water on the road. It's insane.
Yeah. That mirage is pretty funny. Wonder if it was pretty hot out that day. I don't know. Look at that. That's so crazy.
So this is like the straight part of the Nullarbor. Nullarbor. She's a killer.
There you go. You got some things to look at. Yeah, there you go. I like that. Once you get some hills and cliffs and stuff, makes it a lot better. Very interesting, though.
All right, we're here in Cocklebiddy. This is Cocklebiddy. The name of the city is called Cocklebiddy. Look at the price, $1.71 per liter. Good thing we're not driving Olive. That's all I gotta say.
There we go. We got a lot of trees now.
Look at the size of this. There's a lot of oversized loads, but this is ridiculous.
Whoa. Whoa, it's one of those big trucks. That's cool. Better get out of their way. Very interesting looking trees, might I add.
We've been driving officially for 12 hours now. How's the madness? Ah!
Yes, sir.
Let's count all the dead kangaroos. There's one. There's one.
And another one.
11.
11 dead kangaroos on the side of the road.
Nullarbor.
Jeez. That struggle is real. You guys were not kidding.
So it's 49.
Ooh.
I've been in service all day.
I've been in service all
I've been in service all day.
That answers my question. And 12 hours of driving. What's the longest stint of driving you've ever done? I don't recommend anything over 10. Honestly, 12 is definitely max. 10 is honestly my max. I've done, I think, 11 or 12, maybe 1 or 2 times, and it is not fun. It is not fun, guys. Driving really does take a lot out of you because you're always, your senses are active. You're piloting a vehicle that could be dangerous if you're not careful, right? But yeah, he said they were going to do it in 2 days. It sounds like they're over 12 hours in the first day, so they're not even going to have to worry about the second day pretty much. That's, awesome. It is good to get a lot done in one day. That always feels good when you're road tripping. But yeah, it is scary driving over 9-10 hours in my opinion.
The car. I figured out why everyone was waving at the beginning of the Nullarbor. After you've been driving for so long, you're so happy to see another car.
I suppose there's spots with no traffic. This is like which one road I have not been on in person, even though I've gotten to travel a decent amount around the U.S. One state I just have not gotten to explore for some reason is Nevada. And Nevada is scary because, it's decently big. It's in the maybe top 10, I want to say. It's not as big as like Arizona or New Mexico, but it's up there. But the problem with Nevada is it's extremely barren and, from what I've heard, boring. Yeah, there's mountains. I'm a big mountain guy and stuff, but for some reason it's just some barren desert where there's just nothing. It's so brown and boring looking. The mountains don't really help in this case. It's weird, right? Other than Reno, Lake Tahoe, and Las Vegas, no one lives anywhere else. It's freaky. It's a still pretty big state where just nobody is. It's just nowhere, like no man's land. And if you didn't know, there is Highway 50, which is nicknamed Loneliest Road in America. I believe that's what they call it. And I have not been on it, but it would be freaky. Nowhere near, by the way, nowhere near as big as this. This trumps that for sure. But yeah, that's all I can relate it to here in America. I mean, yeah, there's barren spots, but not for this long. Not a road that's kind of that plain and straight for this long. That's a cool area. Nice. Look at, they drove till sundown, man. It's a cool kind of isolated mini mountain there.
This is definitely worth the drive. Oh, it's so gorgeous. It's been a long day and probably a long enough vlog as it is, so say bye.
Bye.
That was it. All right. No BS. That was it. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I didn't really know what to look at. There's a lot of videos on the Nullarbor, and I'm sure different ways to cover it. This was good. Shout out to Danny Black. You can look at it in the description and check him out if you would like. Tell me what you thought of this. Let me know if there's other videos surrounding the Nullarbor that you would like me to react to, that maybe have more info, stuff like that. Please let me know in the comments down below. This wasn't really like a factual breakdown of like the exact length of it and all these different things. It was just more of a vlog, right? Covering a little bit, a glimpse of what it's like to drive in it. So yeah, seems really freaky, really barren, really boring in some spots, and I feel like it's one of those roads where if you you do the whole thing, it's kind of like you feel like you want a trophy, right? Like it's an accomplishment. Like, ooh, I survived the, so-and-so pass or whatever. So that is for sure an endurance leg of any road trip, I imagine. Like I said, longer than anything I know of in my limited experience in the U.S. The only place that would be probably more scary than that and more isolated would be the state of Alaska, to be honest. But that's a whole nother thing. That is like super freaky. But I tell you what, before we end the video, I don't do this often anymore and I kind of miss it. We're going to hop on to Google Earth and we're going to check out just a little bit of the Nullarbor there. So see you in a sec. Alrighty, we're here loading Google Earth. We should be in Australia. Yes, we are. Okay, we got it orientated in the correct position and everything. So let's go ahead and look up the Nullarbor. If we zoom in here, let me click on Nullarbor National Park. Okay, that's presumably where he was in the video. Yeah, with those scenes there, the cliffs. Look at that. That is so crazy. Maybe you guys think I'm crazy. I don't know. Maybe it's like not a thing to you. I don't know. I feel like that's just so odd that like the water and the land is like so flat just sitting on top of it. It's like so funny looking. It's just not a coastal type picture you see a lot. He was going to Esperance? Where's that then? Oh, there's the Cockabiddy town he was talking about with the funny name, of course. Of course, I probably got it wrong, and so did he, I imagine. There's Esperance way over here. Wow, okay. So I think they started somewhere over here and went way down here. How wild is that? Wow. Look at Australia, guys. It is so mind-blowing, isn't it, on Google Earth? And right up here you have Papua New Guinea. Like, look, it is really not that far at all. At least on the map. I know it is in person pretty far, I'm sure. Are these islands part of Australia? I think they are, right? It is. It is part of Australia. Wow. Okay. Wow, does anyone live on these, or is there anything going on? That'd be something to look into, wouldn't it? We are going to do some more fun videos where I do like GeoGuessr and trying to just explore Australia and Google Earth. I mean, of course that would be fun. It's a fascinating area of the world. It really is. Beautiful area over here in Western Australia. The southern corner over here. Really cool. But yeah, you can basically follow that route. I mean, pretty easily. Is this the road somewhere around here? It is. Look at that. How did I find that? I zoomed right in on it. That was a lucky guess. You see that? And then if we put our guy down here, look. National Highway 1. Look at that. Right away. Looks familiar, doesn't it? That's super cool. So yeah, there it is, guys. We're going to do the whole thing right here. No. But there it is, guys. I just thought I'd check real quick, a little bonus segment on Google Earth. Anyway, guys, with that being said, I appreciate you tuning in. Tell me your thoughts, your experiences on the Nullarbor. How desolate is it? How scary was it? How fun was it? Tell me your thoughts down below, of course. And I guess another one would be, what's the speed limit, right? And of course, guys, do throw a thumbs up. It does help the video. If you enjoyed it, got a laugh out of it, stuff like that. Subscribe for more stuff like this, of course. Check out the description for the original video and other ways you can support my channel. My name is Ian. You're watching IWrocker. Until next time, guys, catch you later.